Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of the 8 Morning 92 podcast where we always keep it 100. You heard none of them sound effects, did you?
Nah.
Hey,
y'all niggas I was gonna keep it street.
oh, then how you coming, Glock?
Pause.
Okay.
It's the 8 Morning 92 podcast. You know how we do. We always keep it 100.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8192 podcast where we always keep it 100. I am your host. And you know this, Harrison.
Nigga, what?
That's Marlon, man. Wayne's brothers. And you know this, from the black guy from Everybody Loves Everybody.
It's Mitch, man. What's good?
Man, you know, big back being bull, you know, crick back being cool, whatever, however they say it, man. Just out here in these dusty Cali storms, man. How's everybody been? We are back again with the 8192 podcast. As y'all can see, I am not at home right now. I am on location. I'm in a secret remote location. Currently G14 classified, but no, I'm not at home right now. As you can see, I'm not even on my microphone, so there will be no sound effects this episode. But how are you doing, Mr. Kendall Lontrell Lavoisier Mitchell?
I don't know how I feel about that Lontrell, but that Lavoisier was kind of cool.
Pastor Lavoisier.
Right. No, I'm cool, bro. Had a successful Mother's Day, man. Took Cash Mom out for brunch.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, chill out. Happy Mother's Day to you too, sister.
Hey, man, you said, look, brother, I was just looking at you. You said you had a successful one. I thought I was going to say Happy Father's Day, but I'm glad you could, man. It's your first one.
Niggas do, y'all let niggas finish when they talking. But took Cash Mom out, you know what I'm saying, for brunch. Sent her to get a massage and everything like that. He got her some flowers and everything from the store and from school, so it's been cool. And she, congratulations to her, man. She just got her bachelor's in applied sciences, in healthcare management. So, you know what I'm saying? It's been busy. We went to her graduation last weekend. That's why I wasn't here. And, you know what I'm saying? Just been traveling, man. Talking to my grandma for Mother's Day, so being a family man and all that.
Where'd she graduate from?
Waldorf University. She went online.
Waldorf?
Yeah, niggas went to Iowa for the graduation, but I kind of pushed it on her for her to walk because she wasn't gonna walk. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, this is a major accomplishment. You did all this while being active duty military and having a toddler. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we're going to your graduation. You know what I'm saying? It's important. So yeah. But no, it was cool.
Yeah, I know my mom was watching my boys and shit like that at the crib. So all my Mother's Day gifts, one of them arrived. Most of them. A sweater, a 3D arts. So I got sweaters. I got personal gifts, and I got gifts for Isaiah and Jarvis under my name. So you said what?
I said your gift say Mr. Mom. Like
What's your
motherly title?
What's my motherly title? Yeah. Oh, like I'm the motherly.
Yeah,
I'm the mother. Or you asking what I call my mom?
Your gifts.
Yeah, all the gifts I got from the mothers in my life. Yes, the mother figures. I got you, Medea. I got you the famous apron that you always wanted. But no, I got one of 3D pictures, huh?
As long as you understand the chain.
Okay, hurry there. But I got you that wig that you wanted, and finally some bullets for that gun that you kept running out of, so you can pocket them keys. But I got a sweater. I got sweaters with custom sweaters that didn't come in time. That have that personalized picture, and then you can put a name on them. And then I got like a 3D, like you could take a picture and they put in like a little glass or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
And it spins on the platform. But I wasn't able to celebrate, so just did a surprise with the gifts. And you know, I wish I could have been there to kind of been there and celebrate Mother's Day. But unfortunately, I wasn't. But you know, they were there to do it, so the gifts kind of helped out. But I had to tell my mom, like, "Yo, um, sorry I wasn't there." But my uncle and my sister got her gift too. They weren't there on time, so she kind of knew all her gifts were coming late. I don't know why they didn't get there. I got my sister an edible arrangement. It got there like 11 p.m. and then her ass wasn't even at home to get it. So I didn't even know edible arrangement stayed open that late. But I mean, it is what it is. Say it again.
I said that's that light skin shit she was on.
I know, beige as hell. My oldest sister. But you know, it's so funny. I was just talking to people. It's you know, Mother's Day is here, and we always go through this like this hoopla and uproar. And Father's Day is gonna come, and it's gonna just be the most jam packed holiday ever because you got Juneteenth that may fall on it, and you got Gay Pride, and you got to shove that, which is a weird thing to put anything
And
with
you
Gay
gotta
Pride
celebrate
and
both.
shoving something, but you got to shove Gay Pride and Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend, and Mother's Day just get all this praise, and Father's Day is just another day to where you just get told you doing some shit you supposed to do, and it's just the attention that's gonna come with Mother's Day versus Father's Day is just gonna be so 180. I was talking about that with um a lieutenant I was walking by. He was just kind of like, for Father's Day, somebody gonna throw him a spatula and some burgers and tell him to get his ass on the grill. But for Mother's Day, we're gonna be sitting there reading poems about from the womb that I was, the blood that I shared, I was what I walked with my mother. And for Father's Day, we gonna hand them a fucking bill and just say, we are what we are. We are your
Did your job.
we are your fucking kids. Do your fucking job. So the parallels in Mother's Day and Father's Day, like I said, if you do decide to take your father out for Father's Day, the father's gonna pay and you can sit anywhere at Longhorn. But for your Mother's Day, you gotta make sure you get a reservation. I just
Right.
find that very funny. Um
Yeah. Father's
but
Day. Father's Day, I'm posting the same thing every year from now on. It's gonna be a tradition. It's gonna be the Snoop Dogg Hollywood star speech. Last but not least, I want to thank me. I want to
exactly.
thank me for believing in me, because can't nobody tell me about how much of a good dad I am. So
And
I don't need to
I
really nobody.
I'm doing all this bitching and complaining too, which is funny because I'm doing all this complaining about what we don't get, and I'm just sending my dad a text, which is funny because I feel so bad. But and my dad was in my life, so it's just funny that I'm sending him a text like, "Hey, Happy Father's Day," and I'm
and
pretty sure he's sending me the same thing.
and that nigga can get you anywhere in the country that you want to go.
Exactly, like I'm using this nigga's flight benefits like as we speak, to go anywhere, and that nigga's gonna get a Happy Father's Day for me. So,
Look,
speaking of like flights, I had to fly out here to San Diego, and I just did not realize like how cold it is out here in like San Diego. Like it is. So I've been out here for like a little bit, like 10 days. So I'll be back like at the end of this week. G14 classified. But I was expecting to come out here
so
in this
your location.
hot. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You only told niggas your location already.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't tell them what I was doing. So it's still some G14 classified shit out here. By the time this episode drop, you know, they won't fucking know. This could all be a scam. I don't know. I'm fucking Avenger. I don't fucking know. But so I was expecting our dress to come out here. It's gonna be hot. Shout out Dolly. I was gonna come out here. Hopefully, I thought I was gonna see him, but they got us like on restriction. We can't really do nothing while we're here, which is funny because it's like they're trying to recreate a field exercise of I'm not gonna say where we're at here, but they're trying to recreate like if we were out deployed on some desert. So it's like we work and we worked every day. Like there, even today I worked. We worked on Mother's Day. We worked on Saturday. So I haven't had a day off since I've been there. We'll work from like 7 to 4 o'clock, and um, we in like these little huts. There's like 15 people in there, which isn't that bad as it sounds. But we're working and we're getting off, and like when we get done, it's like 4 o'clock. Your body's kind of conditioned to like East Coast time, so it's like 7 there, but it's 4 o'clock here. And like you can't go nowhere. Like they don't let us go off base. They don't let us go around the city. They don't let us do nothing. You just gotta kind of stay here. You can't really eat. They're not letting you eat off base. So it's just kind of like it sucks. And then I'm thinking it's gonna be hot. Hell no. First day I got here it was 55 degrees. Like the hottest we've had one day that I've been here that it was 92 degrees, and that was Friday and Sat 2 days. Friday and Saturday. Ever that at night it's cold as hell, but the most part it's been like 78 degrees. I'm like, what the fuck am I at? Am I in fucking Antarctica or something like that? But my Cali experience has not been. I mean, because we're working outside, I mean that's kind of a blessing that it hasn't been hot. Ain't nobody gonna die. But like from like when you get off, I packed to be hot.
Yeah.
And I'm out here brisk. I'm out here a little chilly. I'm out here a little frizzled. So, like my Cali experience hasn't been, I mean, I got a little Cocoa Christmas to me. You know what I'm saying? Your boys out here looking real
you
Morris
like
chestnutty. No, I'm definitely not. There's definitely.
hold on. Pause button. Morris Chestnutty is ridiculous.
I have nothing to pause out here, so I'm not pausing
That's
anything
That's
because
why.
I have no sound. So
That is
Morris chestnutty. On an open fire. So, but yeah, so it's been cool. It hasn't been bad because I was like, man, I get no breaks for nothing. So be careful what you wish for because you will get a different kind of break. But God willing, I did get like a little break from like work and everything. But it's been a little different experience, and I did come out here with a positive mindset because normally I hate doing this type of shit, but it's just been different. No real complaints. Other than the fact that we can't go anywhere and we just be stuck here. But like by the time you get done, the days kind of go by quick. And since we're kind of conditioned to East Coast time, you kind of go to sleep quick. So you just go to the next day. So it hasn't really felt like we've been here for 10 days. But no real complaints.
every time I've been to California, it's been beautiful. So I can't relate.
Well, usually, you're going for parole reasons. But speaking of California, we could jump into one of our first topics. We got Mr. Tory Lane, who is currently out here having different conditions in California. Tory Lanez just found out got stabbed today in California. He went for the sticks tape. Yes, Tory Lanez today got stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to his back of his head, 1 to the left side of his face, making both of his lungs collapse, and he was placed on a breathing apparatus. They're saying right now he is doing fine and breathing on his own. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally in good spirits and deeply thankful to God he is pulling through. He wants to thank everyone for their continued prayer. I don't know what kind of fucking prison this nigga is. Also, I done stabbed some chicken and shredded some shit up, and it is been pretty coarse. I have not had stabbed chicken that many times to make buffalo dip. I don't know what they was doing to Tory, but it don't take that many times to dap up a nigga in prison to kill a nigga. Tory is not that big of a human being. I just want to know, what was you doing to douse that nigga up that many times to put all that many polka dots in that nigga? Second off, how many stab wounds does it take to take a nigga out? Mitch, you are on the floor.
Hey man, first of all, I see how this pod go. I gotta be the civilized human being here. Prayers to that man and his recovery, man.
Prayers to you, King. Prayers to you, King. He said he's doing good. Okay, I mean, obviously he was in good spirits. Why can't I just ask a question? 14 times, a lot of fucking times. We just got to excuse the double-digit stabbings. I mean, god damn.
That's why I said prayers to that man and speedy recovery, man. 14 times, and your lungs collapsed, bro. He could be dead right
old
now.
dude daddy from the Chappelle show got stabbed 3 times and died, all right? Sharonda, what did I do? I don't like the way your daddy looking at me. All right, he got stabbed 3 times and died. Tory got stabbed 14. 2 in the face, 1 in the back of the fucking head.
He seriously got poked up.
Pause.
Nah, man. I can't pause that one, bro.
Whoa.
This man's life could have been on the line, bro. It's a good thing that he's doing, that he's in good spirits, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never been stabbed, I ain't never been shot. So I can't imagine what pain he feeling and everything like that.
Credit.
You said what?
You not get credit for that. Like, you not getting praise.
Hey
That type of
man,
shit.
I'm just
And I'm
saying.
glad
I
you
don't know.
live a
I don't know
responsible
how that
fucking
nigga's
life.
feeling. I just know how I would be feeling. Nigga, I would probably gave
No, you
up.
don't, because you've never been stabbed or shot.
I don't. The fact that I don't want to know how that feels lets me know that if I was in that predicament, I would probably be on my deathbed, bro. Like I don't know if I would make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's thank God that he's. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he gonna pull through. Just I don't know what they're gonna do about his safety because he's a high profile inmate, or if they're gonna do anything at all. I mean, it don't sound like they were doing anything unless he. I can't remember whether or not he asked to be in like general population or something like that. But yeah, man, you gotta make sure you protect it because he's still doing music from the inside. He's still trying to make money for his family from the inside. So you want to keep him protected at all times. And his moneymaker is his voice and his lungs collapse. If anybody don't know how that can impact your speaking or your singing or rapping or anything like that, go and listen to Benny Siegel right now. One of his lungs collapsed. He only has one lung, and now it's
Thought it was
rumored
from the
that he's doing
diabetes.
music with his own voice on AI to get his sound back. You know what I'm saying? So it's not nothing to take lightly. We can make jokes and everything like that, but man, that's big for him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just stopped a lot of revenue for that man. So prayer that he heals in the time that he's supposed to heal and fully recovers, man.
Yeah, and Tory's not a big man, so to say that's big
That
for
nigga
him
is puny.
is a
That
big
nigga like
thing.
5'3".
I really feel like the real culprit is the nigga that stabbed him in the back of his head because Tory paid a lot for that hairline, and that's fuck the lung nigga. He got 15 different voices. I mean, he don't sound like any of the shit. He got a high voice, he got a Jamaican voice, he got a singer voice, he got a rapper voice. You could take that lung out. He got a voice to manipulate. He got a punctured lung voice. But that hair, he spent a lot on that hair. So you
Hey,
stab in the back of that shit after he played and got that PPR or whatever the fuck it is. Speak from a nigga who
hey, nigga,
had to
I was
hold
about to
on
say,
to it. You know what I'm saying?
you might
Huh?
want to get on that nigga visitor list, man. You
The
know what I'm
fuck I need to
saying?
get on that? What the fuck I need to get on that nigga visitor list
Yeah,
for? Obviously
you look
he got enemies. Why the fuck would I need them to see me? No, I don't need to be on that nigga visitor list. Obviously he
nigga
got
on
some
the
problems.
inside, nigga.
I think what y'all niggas need to do is you need to say fuck the street cred, fuck the respect, go to isolation. Do it what you call it name?
What,
Who was
so,
it? Who was it did it in solitary confinement when they went to jail? They hit the nigga on the first time he got off the bus. What movie
uh,
was that?
damn, what movie was that?
He was like, how many months or something was I in here for? Boom, okay, I hit him one more time and he got out.
Yeah, I forgot what the fuck it was, but I
Whatever
can see.
movies I don't know if you think about it, tell me. I don't know. But that sucks for Tory. I mean, I would Meg really leave him alone. Somebody said something had to do with like Rock Nation and him putting in an appeal or some shit like that, then all of a sudden they get stabbed. I don't know. I feel like 14 times is a lot fucking excessive. I hope nothing happens to him. I hope that the motherfucker really got shot in the foot for this nigga to be going through all this, and I hope they get that nigga to Canada where they a lot less or they a lot more nicer.
And if the nigga started the shit, I hope the message was received.
I just
Was
want
it
the
clear?
chicks tape. I just want the chicks tape 7. I don't know what this nigga could have done to get again anything over 5 stabbings. I mean, the nigga got. Let me just go through these stat. Let me go through this nigga game log again. Okay, let's see what this nigga put up in this game. Okay, let me just see. The nigga was 7 times in the back, 4 times in the torso, 2 in the back of the head, 1 in the left side of the face. God damn, this nigga gonna look like Sammy from Simpsons. All right.
That nigga gonna
All
try
I'm
to go
saying is
run when he come back too.
the all I say the material y'all niggas is giving this motherfucker for song titles is just ridiculous. Okay, let this man have a normal sentence. Every time something happens, this nigga got a new album title or a new song title. Now this nigga about to be called Life Against the Blade. All right.
14 tracks.
Exactly. Respiratory respirators. Okay. I don't need any of this. I just need this nigga to do his prison sentence. All right. Now you got this nigga back ball headed. He was ironic, was it? He just took a picture of the nigga was swole. So maybe that I don't know what he did. But Tory, get well soon. That sucks. To be going through there. I hope it wasn't any butt play that did it. Speaking of sucking, because you in jail. But 14 sounds like you fought him off. So so I don't know. That's a good thing. 14 sounds like you said hell the fuck no. So it sounds like you fought him off completely. But speaking of getting clipped, the Dallas Mavericks got the number 1 pick in the draft for this upcoming. It is speculated that Cooper Flag will go number 1 to the Dallas Mavericks. Everything that happened with Luka, that happened with Nico Harrison and everything, how do you feel like this changes the trajectory now? Do you feel like it's a win trade now that Dallas got the number 1 pick for the draft? Does it seem a little rigged to you? Let me ask you this. Does it seem a little rigged? Does this absolve Nico of the trade? And do you feel like it will be a good fit for Cooper Flag?
I feel like Cooper Flag will fit whatever program he falls into. Pause. Nico got fucking lucky.
As a bitch.
Yeah, nigga got lucky. You got the lottery pick.
Nico, I'm gonna just say this. That was as lucky as Harriet Tubman got when them niggas walked past her and she didn't know she was holding that book the right way. But when she was holding that book and she couldn't, and they were saying that they didn't know that she was a slave and she was holding that book right side up and she was passing, boy, that was some Moses type luck.
Boy, that. Hey, listen, and don't find no way to fuck it up. Please don't. Please don't. Dallas has been
fuck it up,
through
twin.
bullshit.
Don't fuck it up, twin. Go ahead.
Do not fuck it up. But no, Cooper Flag is gonna fit Dallas program just fine, bro. Like I said, Nico, I don't feel like it was rigged or this was strategically planned. They just got lucky, and he better do with Nico, or he better do with Cooper what he's supposed to do, which is roll out the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be playing with Kyrie and AD. That's if that ain't a solid veteran program, I don't. You know what I'm saying? If you don't make a star to the magnitude that Luka was out of this, man, with those vets in place, I don't know what you're doing. I don't even know why you have a job if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Do you feel like it's ironic that when the Lakers got traded AD, the Pelicans got the number 1 pick and got Zion, and when the Lakers got Luka, that they got the number 1 pick and are possibly going to get Cooper Flag? Do you feel like it's ironic that every time the Lakers get a blockbuster trade, they get the number 1 pick?
I think that's just coincidental. Because how the Lakers run their show is they're not really relying on like the new young talent or nothing like that. Like they want somebody that know what they're doing to come into the program and just.
Well, it wasn't the Lakers pick. It wasn't the Lakers pick
no,
that
I know,
got them Luka. It's just ironic that every time a big trade has happened, I think the AD trade for Zion got them Luke. I mean, the AD trade got them Zion, but it's just ironic that the Lakers again are involved in a trade, and the team that they traded the big trade to got the number 1 pick.
Yeah, I think that's just coincidental. I mean, and if it happens one more time, then I can say, yeah, no, that's something going on, something fishy going on. But no, I mean, that could have happened to anybody, in my opinion. But yeah, Dallas, Nico specifically, got fucking lucky. But that man, he gonna do good, man. He got the stature of a Kevin Durant. He's aggressive. He's showboaty like Luka was, with more athleticism and everything like that. So I think he's gonna fit right in. Like ain't nobody gonna be able to give him like the rookie treatment or nothing like that. Well, they might, but I don't think they will, just because Kyrie went to Duke and he's coming from Duke. So I think he gonna walk into Dallas with the red carpet rolled out for him.
What do you say to teams like the Utah Jazz or the Nets that tank and you don't have a system in place like the NFL to where like you
They ain't got
tank, you
nothing
do all
to
these
give up.
shitty games, and you don't get a guaranteed number one pick? Do you feel like it? Do you feel like teams should go out their way to like play now that you know that the lottery isn't guaranteed to give you the number one pick, unlike the NFL, to where like you could play like even at the NFL, like you might as well play hard because I mean you could tank in the NFL because you know you're gonna get the number one pick, but the NBA is different because like you said
Still a lottery pick.
the yeah, because the Mavericks had the 11th over the odds. So what do you feel like? Do you have any sympathy for them, and do you feel like they should change the format for the NBA draft lottery?
No, I mean it's been this system for as long as it has been. So I feel like each team, like the one coach said, you play to win. Each team should play to win, man. And you just work with the talent that you have. If you just happen to suck, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they should. I don't think they should change up anything because it also gets rid of that factor of like the NFL. Like if I tank, I know I'm gonna get the first pick. Because you don't want to see people just starting to do that for no reason. Like it be these teams that have these records for a reason. Like they just genuinely suck, and then they just gotta hope they fall in line with the right draft order. So I like it better this way for as far as the NBA, NFL. Keep doing what y'all doing, like because if you tank and you get the number one draft pick, it's not a guarantee that that number one draft pick is going to change your whole organization around. Just because I feel like the NFL is more of a team-oriented sport rather than the NBA. Like, it's not one person in the NFL that's going to draw a crowd like the number one draft pick in the NBA. So, but yeah, I think they should keep the system the same way.
So I feel like congrats to the Knicks. I mean, congrats to the Dallas Mavericks, Nico Harrison. They're not gonna kill you. You got a couple more days on the chopping block. First day of we're not taking Carisha off of the BBL, but the first day of the Diddy trial, I didn't really pay attention to it, but I know you put up there. I was gonna let you rock on it.
That ain't listen. That ain't my boy. It's just what
I
say.
just meant I didn't really pay attention to it, so I was gonna let you speak on it.
The main thing is, well, the main point that everybody is putting out is that there's allegations of an occasion where at one of the parties or freak offs or whatever you want to call it, Diddy had a male escort piss in Cassie's mouth. And it just, yeah. And I made a joke when Diddy first got locked up, and everybody was like, making all the Diddy and R. Kelly jokes. And I made a joke where I posted a video of the two kids dapping each other up and laughing. And I said, Diddy and R. Kelly, when they perform Satisfy You at the Prison Talent Show. And this just gives that a little more life. Like, no, these niggas are really cut from the same cloth. Nigga, you got escorts pissing in your woman's mouth? How do you feel about
that? How do I feel about an escort pissing in Cassie's mouth?
Yes.
You need me to tell you how I feel about the escort pissing. Okay.
Yes.
Piss deserves to go in the toilet. So the fact that piss is going in anybody's mouth and not a toilet is absolutely disgusting. Diddy needs his ass whooped for a lot of things. Diddy needs his ass whooped for running out that room with that towel on and cold clocking the fuck out that girl and then stomping her out. Diddy needs his ass whooped for making them people walk down that street and getting that cheesecake Diddy needs his ass whooped for making them people go get that Cambodian breast milk. Diddy needs his ass whooped for rocking that motherfucking mohawk.
Talk about Diddy run the city.
But Sean Combs needs a bullet in his ass if he ever told a motherfucker to go pee on me.
Not even did it himself.
And Cassie, you got some nerve to just sit there with your PP ass and sit there. I see why you at the trial, but you were just condoning the pee.
This nigga
You was just. I don't feel sorry, Cassie. You sat there and took this nigga to trial for money, knowing that niggas was lining up to use your ass like a porta potty. I don't know if I feel sympathetic or I feel disgusted. But when you was telling niggas it's just me and you, I've been waiting. I think I'm gonna make that move. I did not know that you meant that you was waiting for niggas to piss. Tell me how you like it. I did not know that you meant piss. So with that right there, Cassie, you are just as guilty as this nasty ass nigga. I am utterly disgusted. It's just me and P. It's just me and P. There is nothing about these two nasty ass niggas that I want to hear anything else. R. Kelly is sitting somewhere jealous and envy right now. He said, I peed on one girl and it was just my pee. Okay? These niggas is about to have a piss off. All right? Up in jail. All right. What is it? TPP Reloaded Part 3. Okay? I am just utterly disgusted with this whole shit right now. I don't care about no sex trafficking. I don't care about no baby oil. I don't care about no freak offs. We talking about a pee off. Okay? I am utterly disgusted that these niggas was whipping out pistol peas. All right? That's disgusting.
This nigga freestyle game is crazy. Hey, you got talent. Hey, like, how do you think he? Like, do you think he asked?
I think he took a big jug of fucking water. I think he chugged it, and as it was getting low, they kept handing him a big fucking jug of water.
I'm asking how you think Diddy called the play. Like, hey, Playboy, come over here. You see that girl?
I think he was sitting up there, and he was like, take that.
No, he was telling Cassie to take that.
Last time, I could have peed a little faster. If I've told you once, I've told you twice. Just don't pee up in my eyes. I'm all dried out with nothing to say. Tell that big nigga don't pee in my face. If you want to do that shit you like to do, I don't do number twos. Tell him get loose. Last time we peed on her chest. I should have let this nigga know, baby.
Dog, throwing the assist for the golden shower is crazy.
This nigga need to go to Azkaban. And I know the niggas think I meant Alcatraz. No, this nigga need to go to where the Dementor is at. That's what this nigga need to be. I just want to know, the Diddy trial coming up, honestly, all bullshit aside. If Diddy goes to trial, this is what I feel like. Okay, so this is what I really want to say. And I've been wanting to say this for a while. I feel like there is a level of complicitness that Cassie, hold on a second.
You got a little piss in your ear?
Nigga, don't you ever in your life. I feel like there's a little bit of complicitness that Cassie had in all of this stuff, that people are going to make her out to be a victim
it that I feel like there's a demon in Cassie that anybody that was with this man for that long just was not like it's like Tasha being with Ghost, and then when Tasha get away from Ghost, then she want to be Tasha Green and shit like that. I just feel like you could not be with this man for that long and see the stuff that you've seen. Exactly. And so I said like you may not agree with some things, but like if you I've been watching Godfather of Harlem, right? Have you seen Godfather of Harlem before?
I ain't started it yet, but I hear things and I see.
Okay. So if you ever watch anything with somebody from a prominent like drug dealer or whatever family, it's no way that you get to be the wife of a prominent drug lord or mob boss and not have any idea what this nigga is doing. They keep you out of it to a certain extent. If they say, you know who Frank Margello is, you know who Bumpy Johnson is. Like, come on now, stop.
Kingpin and Vanessa.
Yeah, Kingpin and Vanessa, easy example. Like, from Daredevil. Like, there's no way that you get to be that person's right hand and not know anything. Now, they may keep you away from doing like the dirt, but I just don't think that she was with him for so long and then just have not done no evil herself. Now, I just feel so to make Cassie out to be the victim on everything. I just don't think that that's just her. And I hate to say it, I just feel like that she's going to get that benefit of the doubt. And I don't think that makes me a bad person from just looking at the way his is. I don't think that you sit there and know this much about somebody and sit there and get to that lifestyle and then because I just don't see why you went for the money.
Yeah.
If he was so evil. You kind of get what I'm saying? I would have just tried to put him in jail. Like it would have just been what I wanted to do to me. I don't know that.
And with her settlement, I feel like there's something in that paperwork. I know that stuff is like public information, but I haven't read up on it. But I'm sure there's something in that paperwork that forbids her to make too much of a testimony against him. You know what I'm saying? Because she did take the settlement and everything like that. But I feel like if she is on that stand and everything like that cross examination is going to expose some of that shit that we talking about. Because like you said, you can't be with somebody for that long and not either you know, saying succumb to some of that shit just to be accepted because she did put that song out a long time ago saying she wanted to be a girl when she was probably just a slide back then, or just having your own deviant thoughts and let them come out because you ain't think it was going be put in the public eye because you was with Diddy. So yeah, I feel like she gonna get exposed for some filth a little bit during this trial.
Exactly. So I don't know.
It ain't no way that you, like you said, it ain't no way that you've been with him this long and ain't just a complete.
You were just around too much. Yeah, you were just around too much for it. Like you just to be completely absolved of like everything, and you just be like this Princess Peach getting taken by Bowser all of a sudden. Come on now.
Or like
it's been 15 Marios. I'm like 15 Marios. Peach, you just somehow you ain't figure out how to run away from that big turtle one time. Come on, stop.
Hey, so what's up with Akademics versus the women, man? What this fat ass nigga got going on now?
So Act basically got into it with Lauren LaRosa after Lauren LaRosa went to the Kendrick Lamar concert that happened in New Jersey, and she commented that Akademic lied about Kendrick Lamar not selling out his concert when she was at the concert, and Akademics basically went on a tyrant, calling her clown ass B words, multiple derogatory remarks, which turned into an uproar that kind of just shows a pattern of Akademics kind of going at women online. He's one of Just Hilarious. He's went at Meg Thee Stallion. Now he's at Lauren Rosa. And then he also got into it. And it was like a very all caps letter. Usually when you write in all caps, it means you're talking in screaming for him in
Right.
the form of text. So, he was just calling all type of bitches and all this. Fuck her. Stop talking about his name. All she said was he lied about his concert not being sold out, but he made it seem like she called him a dog, bitch, motherfucker, or something like that. To where Treasure Wilson, Stat Baby from It Is What It Is, sat there and said, comment on it, basically just saying you would have thought that she called him a deadbeat dad or something like that.
Right.
Academic even responded to her saying, "Who is she?" And out of respect to Kim and Mace, I'm not really gonna talk about this girl. But yeah, just Academics, just basically Academics did something that a lot of people can't do. Academics was a joke of a lot of people. He was somebody that people looked at as a coward, as a puss, and especially through the Drake and Kendrick thing, and right before leading up to it, Academics became like the go-to person for like getting music off or getting opinions off of being seen. And it's kind of like I say in the Navy is for people who was never shit in regular life, so they go to the Navy because you can rank up fast and you can finally be in control over those people that maybe were like the popular kids.
Right.
And now you're the hierarchy and the popular kids got to listen to you. And it's just like you see what happens when people get power. Academics is one of those type of people that never learn from being ostracized and made fun of. Um, Instead of taking that, it's like everything he says is just vulgarly laced, insulting, and no character. The bitches, the hoes, the this and the that. If he's making a good point, if he's saying something, it's just drowned out by the frequent use
But how you
of.
talking down on women?
It's not even how he talking down on women. It's just anything he said, pussy ass nigga, hoe ass nigga, these hoe ass nigga. Like at the end of the day, Academics, I'm not saying you've proven it that like they aren't going to touch you, or they haven't touched you, they haven't done this and that. But also at the same time, Academics, you are still. It doesn't take anything for one of these random people to come up there to make a name of themselves for putting their hands on you. And what you haven't realized is it's not the people that you're talking about that's gonna put hands on you. It's the niggas that's around them that's gonna prove to them that they down.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, he just beat getting canceled for saying some inappropriate stuff about a little boy. Um, he's at the height of his like career right now. He's like one of the top streamers right now for hip
Yeah,
hop information.
I'm about to say that Drake and Kendrick be sent that nigga to the moon. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He's smart in the content that he produces and everything like that. He don't seem like the brightest bulb to me when he get to interacting with people. Like he does well alone, but when he's like talking to or about other people, it's like he says some shit to fuck himself up all the time. To me, whenever I see him.
Exactly. And it's just like he just never learns. And to me, I just feel like that's his downfall, that he never learns from any of the past consequences that he faced. It's almost like if you can't beat him, if it didn't beat me this last time, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. And that's not really how you learn. You're supposed to learn and not make the same mistakes. It's almost like if it didn't beat me, ha ha ha, nothing can beat me. And I just feel like this situation hasn't taught him anything. It's just kind of like all these people couldn't get me, so I'm gonna keep poking the bear and I'm gonna just say it even more. And it's just like, even if you like, let's just say he's reviewing something for, like, we're not even gonna say the normal people use. So let's just say he's doing something for Usher. The hoes and the bitches is gonna come out here. The freaks and the hoes, Usher gonna get the bitches, the pussy. They just gonna want the pussy. Like it's just how he talks is just so inappropriate. And I hate when niggas try to be like, I'm Jamaican, I'm this. That's just like, it's almost like you saying I'm from another region, so we got no home training.
Right.
And if you look from other religion, other people from other places, they're very cultured. So meaning like they have a structure. Like if whether it's the woman does this, the man does this, there's a way of the household. So I just don't see them saying, because I'm from Nigeria, the bitches and the pussy and to do this. Like, that don't just seem like some Nigerian shit. That don't seem like some Zimbabwe shit. That don't seem like some Jamaican shit. I know Jamaicans. Go ahead.
They don't get past to just talk about people or talk to people any type of way, like they beneath you or something like that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's just what the academics thing is. Update on the Diddy and Cassie trial. You want to hear for day 2?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So let's see. Art of dialogue. Let me read it out here. Let's see. Wow. Cassie, who testified, which it wasn't there before, is still gross. Cassie testified, which is today. Cassie testifies that on one occasion, a blow-up pool full of baby oil lubricants was placed in a hotel room, and she was told to get inside in her outfit and shoes. She also said close to 10 large bottles of baby oil would be used during a freak-off. Cassie gives a graphic testimony on a 2-day Diddy trial, choking back tears at some point of stand, claiming she was forced to participate in weekly freak-offs. Also, she testified that the freak-offs overtook her music career and claimed Diddy would punish her by having security take her devices, including her iPhones, iPads, and computer. She said the freak-offs were very choreographed experience with lots of baby oil. The closed baby oil bottles would be heated in a sink full of hot water, then applied constantly because Diddy wanted her glistening at all times. Also, Cassie testified that Diddy would call her over when she looked dry, sometimes making her reapply baby oil every 5. Did this nigga want a fucking seal or something like that? This nigga what type of shit? Like, I just feel like niggas is running with this with this Diddy shit. Like I said, hold on. So now that's what Cassie said. So they say on day 2 of the Diddy trial, prosecutors showed a photo of Cassie and Carrie hugging around 2004, back when Cassie was modeling in New York and had just met Diddy. Cassie once called model Carrie Morgan her best friend, but their bond fell apart after Diddy allegedly hit Carrie with a wooden hanger, giving her a concussion. According to Cassie's 2023 lawsuit, she and Carrie were inseparable until a 2018 incident, which happened at Cassie's home. The lawsuit says that Diddy and Carrie got into it and Mr. Combs threw a hanger at Miss Morgan. The situation led to a legal settlement between Diddy and Carrie. And Cassie says she ended up paying her former best friend Carrie extra money, try to smooth things over between the two. Cassie and Miss Hearn Carrie's friendship hasn't been the same since. It just seems like between that and then Halle Berry said she had to put a restraining order on DDG because he said they got into it. It just seems like, let's just end this. This is how we're going to end the show. When I was 10 years old, I wanted to be on Kenan and Kel. Right. I wanted to be on all that. I wanted to be on Moesha. I wanted to be on Wayans Brothers. I wanted to be on Martin. I want to be on Steve Harvey show. I said Wayans Brothers, right? Yeah, I wanted to be on Wayans Brothers. I wanted to be on Wild and Crazy Kids. I definitely want to be a Power Ranger.
That was my shit.
I wanted to be famous. I even wanted to be on Taina. And if I could have, I would have been That's So Raven, and I would have been her best.
I wanted to be on Taina.
Exactly. Because I know she couldn't wait to see my name in lights either. No one was going to stop us. We would have lose control. Jahime. But anyways, all I'm saying is, to say this to this point, being famous and having a relationship just does not seem like it's it. Like, you niggas are just doing the worst. What I hear from the Halle Bailey and DDG stuff just sound like regular men and women things when you have a newborn baby. In the restraining order, she tried to get the baby from DDG and they started arguing. And he told her to get out of his car. She said, I don't feel terrified. So she tried to take the baby back. I'll say this, women, when you are no longer going to be with your man who you have a kid with, and you all go to a schedule, you are no longer in control of what you feel that father can get that baby, if that's the schedule that you're going to go. If you do not have sole custody of that baby. Also, at this point as well, you do not determine how that person treats you as a determination of how that person is to get the baby. I feel like women get kids and don't realize that there's a toxic energy between the man and the woman, that they can't stand each other, does not mean that they bring that energy around the child. Sometimes the child is the best thing for the two of them. So with that being said, in the Haley and DDG situation, and I'm gonna tie it all back to celebrities, you can't control somebody when y'all are freshly broken up and think that you could just come in. I guess she was trying to put the seatbelt in. You have to know your boundaries, and your boundaries as his mother or as that child's mother does not mean that you can go in that man's personal space boundaries the same way that that man can't come in your house or come in your space. It doesn't go both ways when it's the child. The child is just as much his as it is yours. And I feel like women create this toxic environment because they're not realizing, they put the energy if they know what's best for the child as an excuse for reality that the relationship is sour between the two. I've been in that shit to where you use this, I know it's this, I know it's best. The father is not gonna, if the father wants to be around the child, the father is not gonna hurt the child. You don't know what's best for the child more than that person. You all have a collective agreement with it to know what's best for the child together. Stop pulling that bullshit because it's going to turn violent. And when it turns violent, the woman is not stronger than the man. So it turns to these situations to where, like, of course it's going to go there because it turns to an escalation and you don't know how to de-escalate it other than it getting crazy. But if it would it have been crazy if you would have scaled back? No, because you have to take into account, yes, he is in control of his actions, but would it have escalated if you just would have gave him a child? We have to take that part of the mother into it as well. We can't keep sitting over there saying that the father has to always be in control because, yes, we understand mothers have PTSD. Yes, we always have this. Well, they need to be extra aware of that when they're putting themselves in situations that gets the male into a situation because he's going to respond. And that's not fair to sit there and blow up that whole family environment now because the domestic situation is going to go for whoever called and whoever felt threatened, even if that's not the case. And I just feel that, and bringing it back to celebrity status, same with Diddy and Cassie. I said that to say Cassie was in this crazy whatever relationship. She taking phones, she doing this, she doing that. She had no problem taking his money. I feel like when everything goes sour, that's when everything seems to hit the fan and it was just so terrible. Now you felt like a slave. I'm not sitting up there saying Diddy was a great person. As clear as day is that. This freak off word just seems to be so crazy because now all of a sudden, all these celebrities that were at these freak offs seem to distance themselves, but we got videos of celebrities at freak offs. So,
hey, not for nothing though, that testimony, that shit sounded like slave work, my nigga.
It do. Like, talking about she crying,
like
they're pregnant. Like, she gonna get the sympathy of appeal because it's in front of a juror. But I mean, I just feel that it's just so funny that you was in a relationship and you didn't benefit anything from the relationship. So you're not going to tell anything great that happened in that relationship. And that's the bullshit part of it, because you're not going to sit there and say you was a slave there this entire time because you got to leave. You got to have another one. You was with the man. You wanted to marry the man. And I can understand you could be doing some things as manipulated, but you didn't say any of the parts that you participated in that you felt were great. You're only going to say the bad. That's the part where I sit there and say, you have to sit there and say, if this is as bad as it wasn't a relationship. It was captivity. And that's what you need to frame it for. Every day needed to be captivity. There should not be any of this for it to be on trial. For y'all to break up, for it to be a bad relationship, then I understand that it could have been some good time and you speak mostly of the bad. For you to be on trial, it needs to be all bad. You need to be held in captivity. That's just my personal opinion. Go ahead, Mitch.
But think about this though, and it's not me coming in nobody's defense, but you
sound like Captain Save a Hoe.
It had to be some good times in there. The good times was all in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? which is why none of this stuff was ever brought to the light or never paid attention to, because she could say all this bad shit happened, you know what I'm saying, to whoever was around them or whoever was in that same environment or whatever. But all the public is gonna see is them at award shows, them courtside at the games. You know what I'm saying? Her in a movie, her in music in the few music videos she had. Or just, you know what I'm saying, just around all these high profile people, like in these rooms. Like the good shit about the relationship was publicized. And I feel like that was all by design, all a part of that nigga's plan. Like, man, look at what I got you. You know what I'm saying? Look at where I got you. Look at where I took you from. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have nothing before you met me. And that's how he that's how it seems like he played it their entire relationship. Like, I remember back when she was in the movie with Terrence J, and she and Terrence J were interviewing about it, but he would chime in on some of the answers. Like, they'd be like, "Yeah, we know you're in a relationship with Diddy, but how did it go on set in the love scenes that y'all had?" And before she could even say a word, Diddy would answer the question. Like, yeah, we we made sure everything was respectful. You know, had to talk to him on the side, like, "Hey, listen here, Playboy. You know, I know you got a job to do and everything like that." Like, Diddy was being Diddy. Like, you could see the control, but also you couldn't, because she wasn't gonna say nothing in the public eye. So, like I said, it's just all the good shit was already public knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So I would expect her to speak on everything that we didn't see during the testimony, because I mean, and you under oath, so you got to. They only gonna ask you these questions, and you can only answer.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I agree with you. I mean, to some extent of it. I feel like R. Kelly is a good narrative of what it feels like to be prisoner when you taking somebody from their house and putting them in goddamn music homes and installations and hurdle camps and all that shit that it was. Them niggas was in fucking pit bull breeding houses and shit like that. That's some shit that you need to be in jail for. But they got her at all these vacations, taking pictures and stuff like that. Not everything could have been bad. That's all. But we can close out by saying, I don't want to be a celebrity no more. I don't want to be the DDGs. I don't even want to be the Cardi B's. You know why? Because Cardi B married this man. They had 5 kids, and everything was public. Now she's with Stefan Diggs, and then Stefan Diggs was just cheating on her last week. Now they at the Knicks game, but Cardi known for cheating, so she probably don't give a fuck. Point of the matter is, you're no longer hyped for being a celebrity. It's no longer a fascination to be a celebrity. It seems like being a celebrity just means how quick can we seem to tear you down, and how quick can we get in your business, and how quick can we build you up and break you down. And I don't feel like that's not being a celebrity. That's the new form of bullying. So if being a celebrity now in 2025 just means being the new bully, being the new bullied, then I feel like I'd rather be normal. That's the reason why I like my privacy. It's the reason why I like my normality. And I've always have. And it's for reasons like this. I don't feel like I need to justify or explain myself to anybody. And if y'all can't get that, y'all can't rock with that. Fuck you. Now this man or this woman has to, and I'm talking about the DDG shit, has to justify themselves in the court of public opinion. Now Cardi has to worry about whatever she has to do with this man after she just left one man for another man. And it'll always be for that. It can never be normal. You can never just walk outside and just be celebrated. It's always criticized. And that's not something to work towards. It's just like you should want to be celebrated for your fucking work, not constantly thrown stones at. And I feel like that's what being a celebrity is. And if you get a chance to talk to any of them nowadays, if they got a chance to do it over, I want to talk to any of these people. We can even go to Drake and Kendrick and Lil Wayne and Big Sean and any of these people that before the social media era, whatever. We can go to Deion Sanders and Shador. Like, you literally get talked about, and Shador hasn't done anything crazy. But Baker Mayfield was an asshole. It took him forever to get talked about as for what he was. But you're not even doing anything as a bad human being. It's just you're being black and confident in yourself, and they tear you down anyway. Yeah. So it's just you can't do anything anymore. There is no aura, unless you are doing stupid shit like Anthony Edwards getting all these people pregnant or popping out a gun like Ja. And it's like, as long as you can feed the ignorance and doing shit like Sexy Red, then we'll leave that alone.
Hey, man.
That's
Diddy said it in '97, man. More money, more problems.
Hey, Mitch.
More money, more problems.
Mitch, don't ever use that quote. All right, y'all. This has been another.
Don't close my quote, Diddy.
Don't ever, bro. Diddy also said, "Take that." That's got a whole bunch of meanings now. Okay.
Hey, man.
Nigga said he like his women glistening, shining like Slappy the Seal. Oh, what a deal. $49.99. Oh, what a steal. It's sunny. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast. We always keep 100. Mitch, you got any closing remarks for us?
Man, shit. That was my closing remark. More money, more problems, man. Shit. I ain't trying to be a celebrity either. And to the public, other than the people that do this shit professionally, like the people that got to report on it and everything like that, stop being so invested in these motherfuckers' lives, bro. Like, create your own. You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't got to be in everybody's business and tearing down a celebrity or somebody of social status on social media. Like, stop being an internet gangster like Akademics. Like, just, you don't get paid for this shit, so leave it alone, bro. Get a life.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I guess since he said it, more money, more problems. Me and Mitch have no problems. So, because we have no money. So, on that note, we're gonna end it. This has been another episode of 8.92 podcast. We always keep 100. We're gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast where we always keep it 100. You heard none of them sound effects, did you?
Nah. Hey. Told y'all niggas I was gonna keep it street. Hey. Oh, then how you coming, Glove? Pause. Okay.
It's the 8 More Than 92 podcast. You know how we do. We always keep it 100.
Yeah.